The first idea about subnetting is that the concepts of CIDR, subnet masks, and binary subnet mask all tell you the exact same thing. This right here is a binary subnet mask, and the definition of a binary subnet mask is a string of ones followed by a string of zeros, 32 in total. Notice here we have 16 ones followed by 16 zeros, but any combination of ones followed by zeros is still considered a binary subnet mask. This limits the amount of binary subnet masks that can exist. You can only have 33 of them, all zeros, and then a string of ones that starts from the first all the way until the 32nd one in this string. Another way of representing the binary subnet mask is to take each octet and translate that into a decimal. For example, this right here is the dotted decimal representation of this subnet mask. And all we've done is taken these 8 bits and converted them into their decimal counterpart, which is 255. These 8 bits also equate to 255, and these 8 bits, which are all 0, equate to 0 in decimal as well, and you have the same thing over here. Every octet can only ever have 9 possible values, and that again has to do with the rule of subnet mask, is that they are a string of ones followed by a string of zeros. Let's focus on this second octet for a moment. Let's see if we can identify the 9 values that you will see in a decimal subnet mask. We'll start with what we see here, which is all zeros, which translates to 0 in decimal. But then we can have a 1 in the first position, followed by all zeros, which translates to 128, or 2 ones, and then all zeros, which translates to 192, or 3 ones, which translates to 224, or 4 ones, which translates to 240, or 5 ones, which translates to 248, or 6 ones, which translates to 252, or 7 ones, which translates to 254, or 8 ones, which translates to 255. Watch again as we see those numbers repeat in the third octet as I continue to increase the subnet mask. There's our 0, then our 128, 192, 224, 240, 248, 252, 254, and 255 again. Those 9 values are all you will ever see in a single octet of a subnet mask. Okay, but what about CIDR? Well, CIDR is yet again another way of visualizing or representing the same thing. A CIDR is a count of the ones that exist in a binary subnet mask. This is a binary subnet mask, and if we count out the ones, you'll see that we have 16 ones enabled, and the CIDR representation for that would be /16. Watch as I increase the number of ones, and that increases the CIDR count as well. So you see, CIDR is the same thing. It's just another way of representing a binary subnet mask. Notice as I step through the possible values of a CIDR subnet mask, notice the effect it's going to have on the decimal subnet mask and the binary subnet mask. So idea number 1 is that the CIDR, the subnet mask, and the binary subnet mask are all really representing the exact same thing. Now collectively, network engineers will refer to this as simply the mask, and I'll continue to do so in this video. But now that we know what the mask does, let's see what it actually controls. And that actually brings us to idea number 2.